Maverick was born to serve. When I met him for the first time, he just melted in my arms, and I knew he was coming home with me that day. I am a proud military brat. I grew up overseas. I was originally born in Charleston, South Carolina. I loved growing up overseas, but I think that's what gave me the love for my job now for the USO. The USO is a nonprofit geared towards our military and their family members. I'm excited to work for an organization that's let me combine my passion for animals with my passion for service members and families. When you get to the USO and open those double doors, Maverick's usually right there waiting for you.
When Maverick walks in, smiles happen.
Maverick has an incredible job. We have moments that we call sensitive requests.
When these soldiers have had some kind of an incident, that could be anything from suicidal ideations to sexual assault of some kind to family members who die.
We've had him sit in on suicide watch, and 6 months later, that soldier has come into the USO wanting to thank Maverick. That was their turning point. And I remember one saying that's when she truly knew what unconditional love was meant to be. I was diagnosed in 2017 with B-cell lymphoma cancer. I actually lost a portion of the roof of my mouth. And so I have been doing chemo now since November of 2021. In 2022, Maverick was also diagnosed. They found a lump on his back leg, and it ended up being cancer. Maverick's been with me through some of the toughest times and helped me through it, so I was proud to be there for him. And I'm glad to say he is cancer-free and that he is doing great. Phil Tackett had a special presence about him. Oh my gosh, I miss Phil so much. He was a mentor to me. It was something between Maverick and Phil. Like they understood each other. And Phil and Maverick actually were diagnosed around the same time with cancer. I remember the conversations Phil had with Maverick of, you have to fight, buddy. You got people in the world that need you. And he's like, you gotta fight for your mama. And so, losing Phil to cancer was hard. During Phil's memorial service, we were there for the family. And it was, at first, hard for Maverick. We went to give our respects to Phil, and he smelled Phil's hand and just laid his chin on the casket. But then he went right from Phil, and he knew what his job was. He stood there by Phil's wife, Paula, as long as she needed. And Phil's grandchild, she sat by Maverick and just held on to his collar.
Kelly brings Maverick in to work with our students as a therapy dog. Maverick listens to them read.
This food is only for Charlie.
Maverick loves the children.
There's no judgment, there's no preconceived notions. They just can feel free to be themselves.
I try to tell him every night just how special he is, not only to me, but to the world.